Welcome to week 3 of Old Testament 102. This week we're going to be looking at the books of Ecclesiastes and Song of Solomon or Song of Songs. And these are two very, very interesting books, very important books. Ecclesiastes is a record of the struggles of King Solomon in striving to find out what's really important in life and what brings meaning to life. And you'll see that he uses a certain phrase over and over again: vanity of vanity, all is vanity. And he's just searching life in every aspect for something that would add meaning and significance to his life. And this study has been looked at in so many different ways. Some say it's an entirely human book. Of course, if it's an entirely human book, that takes away divine authorship, and so we have to rule that out. We have to understand that God inspired Solomon to record all of his searching, all of his striving to find meaningfulness to life. And indeed, in the end, he finally does find meaning and purpose. And his conclusion is that we need to serve God from our youth, and God needs to be the center of everything in our life. And he just shows us systematically how everything else that you strive for in life, that you try to use to bring you happiness and contentment and fulfillment, it may do it for a while, but in the end, it's going to become empty and useless, and as he says, it's going to be vanity. So it's a very interesting study, and it shows us how easy it is for any individual human being to strive to find his meaning and purpose and contentment and satisfaction in the things that this life has to offer. And then when we come to the book of the Song of Solomon, this is an extremely interesting book. There's been so many different ways this book has been interpreted. Some look at it as a beautiful picture of the love that God has for us. And indeed, that is one of the allegorical ways that we can interpret the book of Song of Songs. And then there are other ways as well, and you'll be looking at some of those as you study this book. And so I encourage you to read the books carefully. This week, I would encourage you to read all of Song of Solomon. There's only 8 chapters. And I would encourage you to read several sample chapters, at least out of the book of Ecclesiastes. If you can't read the entire book of Ecclesiastes, I would suggest that you probably read chapters 1, 2, and 3, and then read chapter 12. And those would sort of give you a brief synopsis of what the overall message of the book of Ecclesiastes is really all about. So I encourage you to read them. I encourage you to dive as deeply as you possibly can into these books and spend as much time in them as you can. I realize you have other demands on your time, but I do encourage you to spend as much time in these 2 books as you possibly can. God bless you. If you have questions or struggles with anything, please let me know, and I'll try to answer those questions for you as timely as I can. And I'll pray for you as you begin your work on week 3. God bless you. Have a great week.